Is a spotlight worth risking an entire legacy? Ever since Meghan Markle's latest Netflix series was announced, controversy has exploded. Some see her relentless quest for attention as threatening to tear down a centuries old institution, while others regard her as a modern force pushing royal norms aside. But how did matters reach this fever pitch? And why is the backlash so relentless? Let's explore the swirling rumors and accusations behind Meghan's newest project and see how they might reshape the future of the monarchy. When Meghan's latest Netflix series was first revealed, the public reaction was equal parts intrigue and fatigue. Eager followers hoped this would be her chance to share a truly personal account of life outside the palace. Skeptics, meanwhile, braced themselves for what they viewed as more grievances and perceived self-promotion. The show, billed as an intimate look into Meghan's experiences, generated instant headlines. Some praised her candor, but critics interpreted her move as yet another bid for the limelight, especially given the show's timing, which coincided with significant shifts inside the royal household. Tabloids quickly pounced, fueling speculation that Meghan demanded strict control over how she appeared on camera. Whether or not that's true, it added to the narrative that she prioritizes her image at any cost. As the series gained traction, many questioned its effect on the royal family. The monarchy represents unity and tradition, and each fresh scandal risks eroding that public image. Early episodes only raised the tension, with insiders claiming palace walls were vibrating with discontent. From the start, Meghan's bond with senior royals has been subject to constant scrutiny. Whispers of tension with the Duchess of Cambridge, Kate, have never fully died down, and the Netflix spotlight seemed to intensify the divide. Critics argue Meghan's assertive style clashes with centuries-old etiquette, making her appear self-centered to those expecting a more subdued presence. Some stories allege Prince William confronted Meghan over staff treatment, hinting at deep frustration with her approach to palace protocols. Where supporters see a strong-willed woman advocating modernization, skeptics see someone unwilling to assimilate. Regardless, the friction is impossible to ignore, and every rumor confirms just how fragile harmony within the royal family can be. These tensions go beyond personal feuds. The monarchy thrives on orchestrated public appearances to display unity. Meghan's outspoken nature and relentless focus on personal projects contrast sharply with the palace's emphasis on quiet service. Each new conflict, whether real or rumor-based, stokes concerns that her individual ambitions could undermine the royals' collective mission. The frenzy surrounding Meghan's series is fueled by a media machine that's always ravenous for royal drama. Headlines depicting alleged betrayal or vanity draw big audiences, and many outlets dissect every on-screen moment for hidden motives. Social media amplifies the uproar. On Twitter and Instagram, supporters champion her courage to challenge rigid traditions, while critics label her show a ploy to overshadow her in-laws and their responsibilities. Magazine editorials have featured sources describing Meghan as too Hollywood for the royal sphere, implying she's unfit for a system built on reserved poise. In response, her defenders cite her past philanthropic work and highlight issues of race, cultural clash, and modern female empowerment that often go ignored by the palace. Still, the question remains, is Meghan a victim of a merciless press? Or does she deliberately stir controversy to grab headlines? Every rumor sparks curiosity. The more scrutiny Meghan faces, the more the public tunes in, ensuring the media storm continues unabated. Whether she relishes or hates the spotlight is another debate entirely, but there's no denying that her name keeps attracting attention. And relentless debate. At the core of this backlash is the perception that Meghan's ego is the driving force behind each new venture. Her polished interviews and frequent fashion statements fuel accusations that she prioritizes star power over service. Cynics argue that she's exploiting her royal title to craft a glittering brand, overshadowing time-honored obligations meant to reflect humility. But there's another side to the story. Meghan honed her public persona in Hollywood, where self-promotion is a professional skill. Perhaps she's simply channeling that mindset into royal life. Still, critics note that the monarchy isn't about fame. It's meant to uphold tradition and subtly support charitable causes. Whenever Meghan's spotlight drifts toward personal branding, detractors see a direct conflict with the monarchy's low-key ethos. Past interviews have cast Meghan's personal dissatisfaction with palace life in stark relief. She has publicly addressed feeling stifled by royal expectations, a stance that resonates with fans who admire her candidness. However, to critics, it's proof she'd rather feed her own celebrity than observe the measured composure people expect from a duchess. With her new Netflix endeavor, the vanity argument has only intensified. Long before the Netflix project, Meghan drew controversy with an explosive Oprah interview, rumored feuds, and speculation about staff conflicts. Each revelation sparked waves of debate over her sincerity. Now, those same controversies are back in the headlines, stitching together a pattern of behavior that many say undermines royal harmony. The bridesmaid dress story that supposedly left Kate in tears, and the counter story suggesting Meghan was the one who cried, resurfaced yet again, fueling talk about her disregard for royal decorum. Other incidents, like behind-the-scenes friction with palace employees, also took center stage. Depending on who you believe, this pattern either reveals a deeply misunderstood woman or someone who habitually undermines tradition. Critics claim Meghan dredges up old issues to remain in the public eye, ensuring that each new interview or special references past hardships. Her champions, however, believe she has the right to correct falsehoods and defend herself against negative narratives. Whichever view you take, these past controversies have new life and continue to fuel intense interest in her every move. Many observers suspect that Meghan's on-screen appearances serve a larger agenda. One theory is that she aims to build a post-royal career so robust that she no longer needs the palace. Others believe she times these revelations to overshadow significant royal milestones, thereby keeping the spotlight squarely on her story. Still others question her charitable endeavors, suggesting they merge genuine altruism with a desire to curate a global image detached from the Queen's legacy. By juggling philanthropy with media deals, Meghan might be positioning herself as both modern humanitarian and savvy brand strategist. Critics argue that someone as media-savvy as Meghan must be aware of how these projects overshadow the House of Windsor's traditional events. Whether calculated or incidental, the result is the same. She remains the focus of global chatter. Even passing mentions of her new series at a party can spark hours of debate over hidden motives. It's a testament to how polarizing she's become, and how effectively she keeps attention centered on her narrative. With every new rumor, the royal family's carefully maintained reputation risks more tarnish. Critics point out that while the monarchy has endured countless scandals, modern media spares no one from intense scrutiny. Now, a single televised comment can trend worldwide, creating sustained global headlines. To some, Meghan exemplifies a necessary update to an outmoded institution that clings to secrecy. If public figures like her are pushing for progressive reforms, maybe the monarchy will finally adapt to the digital age. Yet opponents say her approach focuses far too much on personal visibility, overshadowing the collective dignity that keeps the Windsors relevant. When the monarchy becomes synonymous with continuous bickering, faith in its stability erodes. Although many of these controversies may seem like trivial celebrity drama, they hold broader implications. Every feud or damaging rumor chips away at the aura of reverence surrounding the crown. If public belief in a united, principled royal family continues to wane, the monarchy could eventually lose the support it depends on. Critics see Meghan's high-profile undertakings, like the Netflix series, as symbolic of the cracks forming in the institution's once impenetrable armor. Meghan's choices also affect Prince Harry, whose image has shifted drastically from easygoing, beloved prince to a figure entrenched in almost constant conflict with his royal kin. As a couple, they once embodied hope, fresh faces blending modern sensibilities with royal heritage. Now, that partnership is overshadowed by controversy after controversy. Still, their global appeal can't be discounted. In the US and beyond, many see Meghan and Harry as bold for leaving an antiquated system. Their philanthropic ventures have genuine resonance, especially when addressing issues like mental well-being and community outreach. These efforts attract loyal fans who dismiss negative rumors as slander. Yet each new project is a gamble. If they keep producing splashy exposés, they risk further alienating the monarchy and potentially exhausting public patience. On the other hand, stepping out of the spotlight could soften tensions but risk diminishing their influence. Balancing authenticity with discretion is tricky under the glare of international attention, and they'll need to decide how many more tell-all moments they can navigate before the public grows weary of the drama. As Meghan Markle's Netflix series rages on, one question towers above the rest. Is she an audacious trailblazer unafraid to confront a centuries-old system, or is she merely a celebrity chasing perpetual attention at any cost? Critics believe her vanity has corroded a revered institution, while supporters argue she's shining a long overdue light on royal rigidity and the burdens it places on newcomers. Perhaps reality lies somewhere in the middle, cloaked by sensational headlines and fierce public reactions. Regardless, Meghan's presence has undeniably shaken the royal family's traditional foundation, forcing them to contend with media scrutiny on an unprecedented scale. As future projects roll out, her ability or inability to reconcile personal ambition with royal dignity will likely shape the monarchy's trajectory for years. If she continues to chase sweeping media deals, the storm of criticism may only intensify. If she pivots toward a quieter, more collaborative role, she might restore a measure of calm. Either way, this saga is far from over, and the public's fascination shows no sign of waning. All eyes remain fixed on Meghan Markle, waiting to see whether she'll be remembered as a catalyst for progress or the one who let personal spotlight overshadow a centuries-old legacy.